What's up, YouTube? It's late. This is artisanmc. Just came from the movies, seen Black Adam. Uh, da, 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 da. I'm gonna make this one probably a little short because I need to get home and charge this phone because the car charger is not working, and I have to go to the goddamn bathroom. Should have did it inside. If you don't, I do think it, that everything is put in and it just gets that piece of next piece in that sense, but it was easy enough to follow what was going on in the movie and get what was happening. Only thing I think they might have. Oh, this will be spoiler free, so y'all know I'm not spoiling anything. But one thing I'll say, I think before they got to the end, they mixed up their villain. Second, hot second, it shifted for a minute. But other than that, what up, basically nerd? Other than that, I enjoyed the movie. I laughed out loud a few times. I laughed at some of the lines and some of the characters in there. I'm sitting here judging it like it's the first movie for a character most people don't really know. How was it? It was about as good as what you can get for a first movie. It had a lot of action, a lot of people getting their ass kicked, which I fucking loved. I told you. When I came to watch this movie, I was expecting people to get electrocuted and their ass kicked. I got exactly what I paid for, so I'm not upset about my $15. Like, I'm not upset. Motherfuckers was getting the business. And The Rock was funny in parts. Look, this poses an interesting joke. What's scarier than a dude that can kill you with lightning? A dude that can kill you with lightning and he's sarcastic. That's not a good mode. Now, what do I think people can say negative about this? I think they could say that Rock was just one note. He cares, but he's just being this character. And for me, I would answer that rebuttal. What the fuck, dude? Was it a green? Did I miss the green? It would be fuck, I just went through the red light. My bad. Let me get through this. My question would be, what are you judging Black Adam's performance next to? That one fucking cartoon? Is that it? Or the comic? I don't know. I really don't know what people are would be judging it next to. There's one part in there that was goofy as fuck to me, but it's the last set piece, so you have to have these people doing something. You want to know what the fuck is going on with them and what they're doing there. So you find out what they're doing there, but it seems kind of goofy because my thinking is this, that why would you fight something like that with sticks and pipes? It's my only question. Like, why the fuck would you do that? What makes you think you prepared for this? Like, what the fuck, dude? And I'll just say this. The DCEU, they need some damage control. They need some damn damage control. Kahndaq is fucked up right now. Jesus. I'm glad they got a protector, but that motherfucker better be good with some spackle and some bricklaying. Because they fuck shit up in Condon, too. God damn. They messed some shit up. Like, Jesus. Look. Now, the other thing I think people are gonna bag on it for. Here's the thing. Don't get it twisted. This is why it's important for us as black folks to see movies and give our perspective on what we see. Right? What I can see people bagging on this movie for is there's very few white folks in it. Very few. You know when you saw some white folks? When they got to dealing with Waller's people. Adam Smasher, and I think he might even be Latino. Outside of Pierce Brosnan, which is what, British. There's very few white people in it. Mostly everybody else in there are brown people. And I can see some goofy ass under cover of darkness fucking geeks having an issue with that but not saying it, so they're gonna shit on the movie any other kind of way. Here's an example. The movie was better than Morbius, right? Did Henry Cavill show up at the end? Yes, he did. Henry Cavill showed up at the end. That was a spoiler that was out there. It's like it's not anything to say. But how good was the post-credit scene? Well, you know they just recently fucking filmed it. What do you expected? Right? It was better than the post-credit scene in Morbius, is which I thought of. It was like, oh, it's a rush scene dropped in at the end. How good was it? You at least know what the fuck was going on. At the very least. So, for that, I'm not upset. And the theater I was in, it was mostly packed. Look, the rest of the people in there didn't know shit about that spoiler. They was hyped. Fucking hyped. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hyped. They didn't know shit about the spoiler. They was excited. Superman showed up, saying something to Black Adam like, we need to talk. Yeah, nigga, what movie? Like, they were hyped. So I don't see how that's a bad thing. Now, what I rate this movie, this is a popcorn flick, right? If you watch this movie, this would have been better coming out in the summertime. You would have packed hella theaters with this in the summertime because it has that summer action movie feel. Explosions, fights, people going in. You get his story. You get his motivation. You get reveals. Because one part of it I wasn't expecting to happen. I was like, oh shit. Okay, this went a different way. I was fine with that. It worked. Now, one of the other knocks I would see is that they're not regurgitated scenes in a sense, but it's cool scenes done in the DC EU fashion. That's what it is, right? That first intro scene that they showed at Fandom, where he electrocuting them dudes and stuff like that. That was the first question I had. It was like, why the fuck all these dudes showing up for this one bitch? What the fuck? Okay, it's inner gang. Okay, gang, nigga. What? They showed up with a hell of a lot of firepower. One history teacher, like Jesus. But in a summer action movie, you don't ask a lot of those fucking questions because look, this isn't Game of fucking Thrones that we're watching, is it? No. It's an action movie. Darker the better. Look, I tell you this. For everybody who always have an issue with The Rock about if he black or not, right? The Rock is black. He been broke as fuck before. Sorry, I'm trying to plug in this power and see if this shit works. right? He threw some black shit in there. The song choices on this show was better than the one song I was just bitching about at the end of Andor. I liked it. When Kanye pop on and the song come on, Power, I like that shit. I did. It worked for the fucking scene. I was like, wow, this might be misplaced now with all that goofy shit they going through with him, but another reason for some jackass somewhere to have a knock against the movie. It was a lot of stuff in this movie about freedom and about regular people finding their fucking freedom. And what was a good damning line in this shit was about how the Justice Society rolled in, you know, coming to throw their superhero dick down and tell Black Adam, yeah, you got to go to prison and you got to stop doing this and you got to stop doing this. And the people in that city said, who the hell are you? We've been occupied for 20 goddamn years. You ain't got up and came here one time. Now we got a protector and you showing up, man. Get the fuck out of here. I was howling at that part, like, yes, no white saviors. Get the fuck out of here. We don't need you now. That shit was actually funny and actually a key line that would piss people off, because if you're American, you understand how we go swinging our sword all over in other people's countries, sticking our nose in shit that ain't our fucking business. And the people in that country always want to fight back. They say, why are they fighting us? Because they don't want your bitch ass there. You goofy goody two-shoe. You can't come in somebody else's country and try to tell them who their heroes and who their villains are. You don't even know the country. You don't even fucking care. And that was a cold line. It was a cold fucking line. It was. Because it was facts. I'm sitting there watching the movie, and the story is going along about what happened in Kahndaq 5,000 years ago and where Kahndaq has failed to now. You got the whole intergang in there, took over the whole fucking country. Ain't nobody came and did a goddamn thing. Superman, Batman, Justice League, Justice Society, Waller, Task Force X, Bloods, Suicide Squad. Nobody came there and did a goddamn thing for them people. And they all brown folks. Soon as one motherfucker show up and start killing these intergang people, then the Justice Society show up. He's too dangerous. Look, you can't be here killing people. Nigga, this is the intergang. What the fuck is you talking about? Fuck them. And you for showing up. And I felt the same way. I was like, yeah, he got a point. Fuck them. Why are you saving these fucking criminals? I mean, really, you're saving criminals from somebody else who's going to kill them. So, look, man, there's a line from, what's that movie with Bruce Willis? And it's an old movie. Shit. I'm forgetting the name of the movie because I'm tired and it's late. But he comes in and he plays both sides. He comes into a small town that has two gangs fighting each other, and then he plays both sides. Right? He takes money from both sides to be on the take for one of them. In one scene, the marshal comes in. The marshal tells him like a certain amount of crime is acceptable. Now, look, I'm leaving here, but I'll be back in a week with, 20 marshals. When I come back here and there is more than one gang here, there will be no gang here. And he leaves. He tells them flat out, like, look, y'all can't have this shit going on no more. But when I come back through here, I'm sweeping everybody out if there's not just one of you here. Figure it the fuck out. And he leaves. He bounces. I'm like, that's some cold shit. Because it's a lawman understanding a certain amount of crime is acceptable. A certain amount of evil doing is expected. That's what Batman lives in. A certain amount of chaos is supposed to be there. He just holds the line to make sure it don't get overblown. Right? Okay, well, this is the thing with Black Adam in this. Look, you mad that he killing these dudes, but these dudes have been criminals and subjugated a whole fucking country. You ain't come to stop them once. But now you gonna come to, in some senses, be they fucking savior because they getting killed? Man, you on the wrong side of this shit. You need to shut the fuck up. Look, Charles, like, I'm a lawman. Yeah, that was some dumb shit, right? So it was a good line because the people in there, the people in that country told them, like, no, we got a hero now. Fuck y'all. The hell out of here. Beat it. They was praising, Black Adam for taking them fools out. Yes, thank you. Got us all living under subjugation. And he trying to set us free, and you here trying to stop him. Man, you get the fuck out of here, get a brick upside your head. Charles says sometimes the only way to save lives is to be called upon to take one. Look, Charles, damn, did you put in all right in the script? You talked to the Rock? Charles, you and the Rock close? You need to go see the movie then, Charles. You need to go check it out. Because you as a lawman I would definitely want to hear your goddamn opinion. Because these are the stories I like. Why do I like pseudo anti-heroes and whatnot? Because they play with that line of morality. They play with it. It's like watching Dexter. Dexter was a fucking serial killer. For a number of years he operated, he might as well have been a mass murderer. But everybody loved the show Dexter, didn't they? Why? Because he killed bad people. Nobody gave a fuck. Okay. Black Adam out here killing some bad people. What's your issue? And in that larger superhero context, it makes it a little bit more interesting because it's not just a fist fight you having. This motherfucker, like, look, I got like Superman level strength and speed and stuff like that. What do I get? What you gonna do? What? You gonna stop me? That sounds cute. That's a cute, yeah. You better make a good argument because you ain't whooping me in no fight. We're not doing that. That's not happening. So you better come with a good argument. You better get really, really articulate because the hands ain't happening, homie. That's not what's going to do the job. That's not what's happening. You should go see it, Charles. You should. I think, me personally, is it the best comic book movie ever? No. There's only one Endgame. And look at Marvel. They can't make anything close to that shit yet. So keep hoping on Secret Wars and Kang Dynasty that they come close again. Is it the worst movie ever, geek movie ever made? No, because now She-Hulk exists. So no. Is it in between? Can you watch it, enjoy it, get some entertainment out of it, and leave there like, damn, Black Adam was a badass, dude. And I would want to see him go up against Superman? Yes, you will. You can. Why the fuck not? Are you looking for extra emotional character development in this shit? It's a fucking superhero movie. No, that's not where we at. It had some emotional beats in it for what his backstory was, and you find out what happened with his backstory. But that's cool. Like I said, the only thing I'll say, it moved really quick. It did move really quick. It kept getting to the next thing. And that's why I said with that format, it should have been a summer release. It should have been a summer release. Because with that quick pacing, you could have been packing the theater back to back in the summertime. You could have been. It's coming out in October, right before Black Panther. Wakanda forever. You didn't need to do that. You didn't need to do that to that movie. You should have put that shit in the summertime, let Rock get all that summer glory, and then let Wakanda have his end of the year fizzle. Because what? I really wonder what people will say if Wakanda comes out in November and then Avatar 2 comes out in December and blows the numbers away for what Wakanda did. More underwater swimming people. I mean, what the fuck? More blue underwater swimming people with whales and shit. I'm just curious. I'm just gonna sit back and see what people have to say. So for me, I enjoyed the movie. Would I see it again? Yeah, I would see it again. Because some of the scenes, there's a lot of scenes in here that are very comic book inspired and just look badass. They just look badass. How it's shot, the slow mo. There's one scene near the end. I wanted to take a picture of it with my phone, but I'm taking notes with my phone. And there's a kind of crowded theater. I don't want nobody, hey, you can pirate it. Look, I'm not pirating. I just like that fucking image, right? It was a really good image, right? I was like, damn, if that was on a poster or a shirt, that would sell, right? I like that. I like that. The Wakanda Maxi Pad edition. Come on, man. They don't do maxi, they do vibranium. Heavy flow day. So there were some scenes in it like that. I would say Homeboy who was playing Hawkman. Hawkman, look, Marvel, Captain America New World Order. Y'all gonna need to step your fucking game up with Falcon. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You gonna have to step your goddamn game up with him because Hawkman was in this being a beast. He got annoying. He got annoying because he kept hitting on the same fucking bell and wanting to fight. But when they finally actually had a fight, look, he was getting his ass wrecked. And I like Hawkman. I like Hawkman. Carter Hall, I like Hawkman. Right? He had that spunk in him. Even being a black dude, he still had that spunk in him. But goddamn, dude, shut the fuck up. You getting annoying. And I'm waiting for somebody to beat your ass. Like, man, you could have some Kentucky Fried Chicken. But some of the stuff he was doing with his wings and fighting was awesome. So Marvel, look, Captain Falcon got a new Wakandan suit, stronger thrusters, better wings. You better work on your motherfucking fight scenes. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And please, for the love of God, fix that cow shit on Anthony Mackie, please. Stop making that motherfucker look stupid. Like an uncircumcised penis in that shit. Fix it, please. Please fix it before that next movie. Okay, so Hawkman was getting in there doing his dizzle, right? Pierce Brosnan as Fate was cool. I like seeing Fate, right? I didn't read a lot of Dr. Fate. I didn't. I understand how his powers work, what's going on with him with the spirit in the helmet and shit like that. That's all well and good, right? Now, the reason that people will probably shit on it is because it looks too much like Doctor Strange stuff. Like, oh, you'll look at it and say, oh, well, they took that from Infinity War. Nigga, do you know like Doctor Strange and Doctor Fate is kind of like the same similar character? It's like a man thing and a swamp thing. It's what fucking DC and Marvel do. They got a bunch of parody characters of each other. The fuck is Darkseid other than Thanos? They are the same person. Look, so seeing him do certain things, multiply itself, it was cool, but the movie gave me a better understanding of what is going on with Fate's powers outside of having all this magic and shit like that, is that he's always seeing the future. Always. And it ain't always nice. And understanding the weight that puts on a person. Yes, you got all this power. Yes, you know all of that, but a lot of this shit is fate. You can't stop it. So even if you're on a superhero team, you see, look, we all gonna die, nigga. What can you do? What do you do to stop it? It's fate. Fate wants it to happen. So what you doing? You just trying to save some other lives. It proposes an interesting little quandary there, right? Especially when it gets down to, look, I can see people's deaths. Like that was one of the funny scenes in that shit. I won't tell you, but one of the funny scenes, he tells somebody how they will die. He tells somebody when they will die because he can see it. And the motherfucker's like, oh, wait, what? What? That shit was hilarious for a minute. Like, goddamn, dude, you didn't need to tell me that shit. But then it pays off later on, which is actually good writing. Like when the motherfucker get out there and he ready to go buck, he said, "Don't worry, this ain't how I die," because he knows. I'm like, okay, bravo, let's get it. Fuck it, man. Get out there and fight with him. You know you're all right. You know? Look, he heard from Dr. Fate to say how he goes. So fuck it, I can get out there and take on anything right now. It was kind of funny. It was kind of funny to me, right? There were scenes like that in the movie that were just funny. There was some sarcasm, there was some seriousness. Yes, there were some annoying parts, but look, dude, I just sat through 9 episodes of She-Hulk, and there was fun stuff I liked in there, and there was shit I couldn't fucking stand that got on my goddamn nerve. Namely, every episode written by Jessica Gao. Just saying. But other than that, it is what the fuck it is. It was a decent movie. It was. Went a little fast, but it was a decent movie. Can you watch it and enjoy it? Yeah. But what I would ask you, I would actually say this to people and say, ask yourself this before you go in the theater. Write it on a piece of paper or whatever, right? What are you expecting this movie to do for you? Write it on a piece of paper and then forget about it. And then watch the movie and then come out and look at that paper and answer the question. What did it do that for you? Because I think people are running their fucking expectations in this super critical fucking world now where everybody got red meat on they got blood in their mouth and everybody just want to rip the next thing to pieces. And I'm like, well, what are you ripping to pieces actually? Just because? Look, I know some of y'all is low key racist. I do. There ain't many white folks in this shit. No, it ain't. So fucking what? You got every fucking thing else. Get over it. One movie pushed by this dude with a bunch of ethnic people in it. Now, the most useless person I thought was there was Cyclone. Useless. Why the fuck is she there? Just spinning around. It's like you could have got somebody else. You could have used a different character. Could have. Atom Smasher. He was a little funny. Yeah, he was a little funny. But having a big growing guy kind of being jokey rubs a little bit too close to seeming like Ant-Man. Right? But Ant-Man is Ant-Man. He shrinks most of the time, not grows big all the time. Atom Smasher grows big all the time. So that will rub people the wrong way. But like I said, DC and Marvel got a lot of fucking parody characters. A lot of fucking parody characters. If I remember correctly, I think there was a time that those two companies was like across the street from each other. And when it came time for lunch, they'd all go eat together. So there's a lot of ideas thrown back and forth between creative people who draw and write fucking comics and shit. Don't be surprised. They knew each other. But other than that, dude, it was a decent movie. It was a decent movie. It was a decent first movie for a character most people don't know shit about. Don't. Now, if folks is just mad at The Rock for making the damn movie, I don't know why. I really don't know why. I had to think about it when I was going to the theater. I was like, is this the first movie that I actually paid that starred The Rock and paid for to go see? I didn't watch at home. I really had to think about that shit because I seen Fast and the Furious. I seen some other shit, but not in the theater. So I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, I might be kind of derelict. I've seen him in other things that I paid for at the theater, but this is the first one he's headlining. This is the first one he's headlining. That's his movie. Oh, well, now that's something. Long way from the Scorpion King, ain't we? Huh. From a cameo to I'm bringing this character to the screen and drink my tequila. And that was the other thing. There was no product placement for himself in there. Nowhere. No. Nope. No product placement, which I thought was interesting. Like, oh, he left that shit out. Now, one scene that wasn't in the movie, they must have cut it out, which was Black Adam flying alongside the F-22s. That wasn't in the movie. And I was waiting to see that because I wanted to see what the context was for the scene. But maybe it was just something they did for the trailer. But that happens a lot in Hollywood. Stuff that's in the trailer may not be in the final film. They may cut that shit out altogether. So never get too married to what you see in the trailer. Like that absolutely got to be in a movie. The only people that's really bad with that shit is Sony. Sony and Marvel. They'll throw everything in a goddamn trailer, and it'll be the same shit in the movie. Like, well, why did you show me all that shit in the trailer? Fuck, dude. Can you leave something for me to see in the theater? Or do you want to show it all to me in the trailer? I'm just curious. Just curious. But oh no, I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. I took a lot of notes. I did. And I caught myself that I was into watching the movie and the spectacle of the movie that I forgot I was stopping taking notes. I had stopped taking notes. Because it wasn't anything overly objectionable that I was seeing. Right? Well, I was fine with it. I was good. I was cool. I hope people actually see it and don't listen to fucking critics. This is a terrible movie. It's just so bad. Tell them to tell you exactly what it is that's so bad about it. Exactly. Not in general, not generalizations. What? You didn't like the camera angles. You didn't like the CG in the beginning because the CG in the beginning is kind of it's wonky because they had to. This is not a spoiler, but they were trying to hide Rock's face, and they were doing some of that Captain America First Avenger shit where they was putting his face on a smaller body. Right? It looked a little wonky right there. The rest of that shit looked awesome. Very colorful, very big, very like, holy shit. Right? It was, it looked good. So I'm not upset about that shit at all. Um, you could tell it was a first movie because there was not a lot of sets. There were not a lot of sets. Right? So they come back to some places a couple times. So what? That's standard affair for a first, you know, movie for a character. And I actually had to clap it up a little bit because this was a New Line movie. And I remember New Line is the one that gave me Spawn and gave me Blade. So New Line must be the place that you need to go to if you're a black person trying to put out a comic book movie. You need to go there because everybody else might not fuck with you tight. I don't know. That must just be the place to go. So shout out to New Line for getting this one done too. I guess if it's black, you got to go there first. I don't know, but they signed off on the shit and work with them to get it out. So I'm fine with that. Well, it was irritating. Yeah, it's definitely just a popcorn flick. Watch people get fucked up and enjoy it, and I did. So that's it. I'm going to get out of here because I do have to go to the restroom, and I am on call this weekend, so I need to get some rest before tomorrow because it's going to be hot, and I'm working all weekend. So this Sunday stream will be from the undisclosed location, and be prepared to, just in case, we get preempted. So going on at the regular time, but I'm on call, so you know what that means. If I get called away, I gotta go, and I'll come back and do it again. But that's it. I wasn't able to read all of your comments in here because it's tired. My eyes are tired. Charles said Marvel has 15 different versions of Superman. Not actually. It probably got about 5. DC has 15 different versions of Superman. It's just what it is. Marvel has about five. Yeah, about five. Uh, what up, Smitty James? I always thought Doctor Fate was more cooler than Doctor Strange because of the animated series. He seems so mysterious, especially the Batman. He is mysterious. Here's the thing. There's a funny line in there. I'll tell you. Doctor Fate comes up on a dude, and he's been shot, and he tells him who he is. I'm Doctor Fate, right? And he's like, "Can you help me?" And Doctor Fate tells him, "I'm not that kind of doctor." I how? That's it. Better call Doctor Strange. You better call Strange. Fate can't help you right now. You better call Strange. Fate can tell you if you're gonna die or not, but he ain't no good at doing some surgery and pulling out a bullet. That shit made me laugh. It made me laugh. I was thinking about it. It made me laugh out loud. I was like, oh, I'm not that kind of doctor. Like, you goddamn right, you're not. Kind of hilarious, but that's a little geek. That's a little geek jokes, right? It's a little geek hilarity there. You can call that other guy. That's not what I do. I do this other shit here. Got this mystic for you. Oh shit, that's pretty funny. Dr. T, what's up, Dr. T? You up late? You must be grading. Said check it out in the morning. You gonna check it out in the morning? You taking the number one son with you? You taking the number one with you? Or your Atom Smasher since he's so big? Oh, what am I even asking for? I know you can't go see a geek movie without his ass. He'll be upset. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, let me know what you think. What you think of it. But I'm not mad at The Rock. Um, I'm glad Henry Cavill got back. I'm glad The Rock used some of his fucking stroke to get Henry Cavill to show up in the shit, even in a post credit scene, to let you know shit is happening. I mean, you have to remember Warner Brothers is had some pickups that they were doing for Aquaman, so they could put Ben Affleck back in there. So look, man, I'm happy with that. I want Henry Cavill to come back as Superman. I want Ben Affleck to come back as Batman. Let's get this shit done. Oh no, he's in school, Dr. T. Oh shit, you got to go alone. You going solo dolo? Oh my god, you better not tell him. He might be pissed off. My daughter been away long enough where I don't have to worry about going to see movies without her because she don't get pissed off. But there was a time where I couldn't. I look if I saw something early and I didn't take her, I was gonna have to keep that shit to myself until me and her went and I can act like I didn't see that shit. Like, ooh, yeah, that was amazing, baby. I had look, man. Parenthood is hard, especially if you love your kids and they love you. It can get difficult sometimes. But baby girl wanted to see a movie with her daddy. What could I do? I wanted to make sure she had that experience. So that's it for now. My voice is going. If things are faded, then live your fullest. Yeah, no shit, Charles. Um, what else is in there? Oh man, look legit in the trailer. Yeah, he did look legit in the trailer. Art of Immore. Um, he did some shit. He bossed up in a couple of scenes. He was just getting annoying because he kept hitting on the same point. He kept wanting to fight Black Adam and challenge him. And I'm like, okay, nigga, this is getting old. You still on this shit like stop killing people, like motherfucker. You can't. You're not whooping him. You think you're about to stop him from killing people? Look, that's what I'm saying. Look, get articulate. Stop throwing blows with this motherfucker. Get articulate. You better start talking. You better work on the art of diplomacy because the hands ain't happening. That's not doing it. Okay. You need to quit that shit. Put that away. That's not the tool for this job. You better start trying to appeal to his intellect or something because hands ain't happening. He'll keep going with you, but fucking dude, stop it. Stop. For real. Quit it. Even I know when to put a mad dog down. Yes. Yeah, Superman and Trinity. Yeah, even I know when to put a mad dog down. Yeah, you got to. Look, motherfucker, you just can't have that. Like Cujo was a scary movie. Not because it was just a lovable fucking dog. Motherfucker went crazy. It was time for him to go. Now you can't see that movie nowadays because they don't like to see you killing animals and animals going crazy. But look, I said this many a time at work with people and their fucking animals and shit. Look, he changed his mind. He may be nice to you. I'm a stranger. He changed his fucking mind. I'm gonna kill that dog. I'm gonna try to kill that goddamn dog. I don't give a fuck what pictures you got hanging up of this ass. If you can't maintain them and want to think this is just a baby in the house and not a fucking animal, then if he loses his damn mind, it's my duty to put him back in his right mind. It's gonna be me or him at that point. So put your fucking dog away if you love him. Because if he come at me, I'm gonna try to kill that motherfucker. And I'm not gonna be crying about it. My life is way more important than his. Fuck him. So it's just what it is. But that's it. I keep saying I was going, and I keep sitting here running my mouth because I find something else to say. But I didn't think it was bad. I thought it was a decent movie. It was a fun watch. It was some cool scenes, good special effects, a lot of fighting. It just moved at a clip. It moved really quick. It moved really quick. But there are reasons, I'm sure, right? Especially given a character. Yeah, Beastly, that's your thing, dude. That's basic fight science, right? If you can't out muscle this motherfucker, then you need to try to outsmart him. I'm sure Charles will agree with that shit. If you're on a wrestling match and you lock up and you realize, damn, our strength is about even, the fuck is gonna come down to then? Punching harder? No, you're gonna have to figure out who technique better. It's gonna go to technique or dirty tricks, nigga. You gonna have to try something, and it ain't gonna be just I'll just strength, I'll just power through. No, you need to stop that shit. You need to start wrestling smart and stop being stupid. What good is a big muscular body with a pea-sized fucking brain, Tyrannosaurus Rex? You're only good for eating shit. That's why you got little arms. I won 4 championships by being a better. Exactly, Charles. Exactly. Better tactician. Why does everybody give Batman the edge and beating anybody, metahuman or otherwise? Better fucking tactics. Not overwhelming strength. Stupid. But anyway, that's my thoughts on that. Is this streaming through another channel or something? Yeah, I'm streaming on my geekelite assembled as well. I'm multi-streaming right now. I'm dual platforming right now because Geek Elite Assemble needs some shit on it. So I'll stream there too. And if people don't find the artisanmc channel, maybe they'll find the Geek Elite channel. So if y'all don't know, Geek Elite Assembled is the backup channel. So you should actually go over there and join it. Geek semicolon or Geek Elite semicolon assembled. Very easy to find if you know what you're looking for. Because shadow ban is actually a real thing. But I'm gonna get out of here. It's 10 o'clock here. Oh, I will say this: my theater was almost packed too. My theater was almost packed. People were out to watch this movie, and it is not even supposed to break until tomorrow. So I'll see what it do on a Friday. On a Friday night, I mean, I'll be watching. I won't be in the theater. I got work to do. But they were there, and they were into it. So that's just the audience reaction. It was into the shit. So thank you guys for coming through. That has been my reaction to the Black Adam movie. I put a tag up on my Instagram I took a picture of my ticket and tagged The Rock in it because I follow him on Instagram. I'm curious if he'll respond to it. Like, yeah, I saw your movie, motherfucker. That shit was good, man. It was good. Thank you, Rock. Thank you. He'll respond to that shit. It just be funny for me. Look, we about the same age. I think we are the same age, actually. And shit, he did a lot more in his 49 years than I have comparatively, but everything's relative. So thank you guys for coming through. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here and get some sleep, get some rest, get a shower, get to this bathroom, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.